Alright, so here I am with XOXO, and I'm going to teach you guys the first few steps of how I teach the cross behind. So you want to start off making sure you have a very solid sit-stay. You could cross behind them, you could lead out, you could cross in front of them, circle around, whatever, you need to have a good stay. Alright, next we're going to put the cross behind with the stays. So I'm going to lead out to one side of her and cross behind her. So I reward that. I'm kind of leading out equally to the side as I am behind. Signal with my inside arm followed by my outside arm, and I'll reward for her staying. In theory, she is changing lead legs from one side to the other. And then sometimes you could end with releasing your puppy out of it, just like I did there. Okay, so once they understand what the rear cross signal looks like, I'll put it with a jump. She's still not really jumping the jump, just kind of at the jump. It kind of helps my handling, me being able to visualize the cross behind more. So I lead out over and behind, and I rear cross, and I go a little further, just like I was rear crossing her as I was sending her over the jump, and I'll reward for her staying, and repeat it going both sides. So my arm signal is kind of a steering wheel signal, and I released her as I crossed behind her over the jump. Alright, so now we're pulling out our wings and we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of it. So first I just kind of got her around the wings just to get her comfortable with circling around them. Then I'm lining her up. She'll be on my left if I'm going to go to the left wing. And I'm going to start her on a line to where she kind of sees the path. And that's very common for them to go around the other side of it. But I want to send her out in front of me. She's on my right, and I steering wheel my arms around to pick her up on my left. So I like to use two wings or gates like this and set them up as if they were a jump, but not have the ground bar down. But I'm still trying to stay on my side of the jump as if it were a jump and try to send her out a little bit ahead of me. I do have a treat in both hands so that the inside hand is signaling her to go ahead of me as the outside hand is helping her circle around the wing, and then it's then becoming the rewarding one. And then eventually you could do the complete figure eight. Okay, so where most people have trouble with this is in their footwork. So we're going to evaluate that here with a little slow-mo video. Remember, cross behind, your feet go forward. You turn into your dog, your steps are forward, your weight lifts your foot last on your toes. So when you do this, as you'll see, my feet are going forward, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, and I am just crossing behind her, still heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Okay, so your line should be a nice little figure eight, kind of smooth in here. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's try it one more going this direction. Okay, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, as I cross behind. And then she ends up on my side. Okay, here I'm just moving the jumps, the wings of the jumps, just for you guys to see the side view of it. You'll notice I try to stay on the takeoff side of the jump. I might go a little into the jump just to help her, but I'm really trying to get her as if it was a real jump to go out ahead of me and cross behind. I'm following through nicer on this side with my shadow hand, follow through, steering wheel hand, not as well that direction. I have to keep an eye on that. Anyhow, she's doing a nice job. This can also be done with a real jump. If you don't have a wings of a jump, you can teach them with this. I like to teach them with the wings to make it a little clearer. But same kind of concept, just with a wingless jump here, so you could watch that a little bit. Alright, so this is a good little start for the cross behind, and now you could start adding a jump before it, a little speed before it, but you've laid down a good little base for a nice cross behind turn.